What's going on, guys? I'm back for round 2 of the Capture the Flag tutorials. This one I just wanted to go into a bit more detail about the actual design of your map. It's usually good to draw out a plan of how you'd like your map to look roughly before you jump into it. I mean, I'm a victim of my own advice because I didn't really do that for this map I'm currently working on, but I've got enough done to demonstrate what I'm trying to show you guys. First, I'd like you to notice that, as you can see, a lot of my rooms have a trim to them. This is a very big key in your Capture the Flag maps, because this trim is simply just a little border around. As you can see, like this part right here, it's just a blue trim. You can see it inside all of these rooms, and they just simply denote which base you're in. Some other things I like to do are just adding in just various little, not really paintings, but recessions in the wall that also not only add detail, but again, let the players know where they're at. Just like right here, I have this face set back, and I have this pretty sweet little gridiron kind of texture, riveted iron. I also added this computer here, and this is up with a spawn. I mean, if you've seen my that's not good. If you've seen if you've seen my adding detail tutorials, then you know what I'm talking about. You can use a lot of that and apply it here, but specifically, you want to make sure that everything is color coordinated. Like around the flag, again, I have a little blue trim block, and the centerpiece is obviously blue. Up here I've got my main little picture there. Everything all around here is blue to denote blue base. And as you can see from the outside, two blue pictures up there, again to let the players know which base is which. I mean, I'm not implying that players can have a hard time, but I think it adds a lot to the gameplay value when the bases are more obviously decorated to show which one that you're in. I usually like to have a fairly elaborate flag setup. I have this large window here which just does a horizon effect outside of it. The steps, as you saw, were they're indented like this, and there's two sets of them with a pretty sweet pillar on the inside. I'm actually going to be adding more to this room. Nothing to get in the way, but just to add more flair to the flag room, because since that's pretty much the focus of attention for both teams, you're going to want a lot of detail to go there. And like if you look here, I have a little candle which is resting with this picture in here. You can see it just chilling right there. That's something small, but little details like that can really add that extra bit of depth. Right here I have vines because this is going to be the side entrance. Oops. As you can see, here's the windows are evenly spaced from the two main doors, and this is kind of an expansion to the base. So I wanted to have like an almost weathered look, so I kind of have the vines blocking the door. They're not blocking it, you can pass through them, but they're in the way. I may actually add some vines to this room itself. Another good thing to do is have the color of the water also match which base you're in. So in the red base you have the blood looking water, and in here you obviously have the standard blue water. As for spawn points, I like these little corners. They're always a good spot to have your spawn points. This one is actually just a little health cubby, but these are the spawn points: shotgun, shells, and the particle fountain underneath. But they're nice because it's small, it's out of the way, so you don't have people spawning in the middle of the room, getting in the way of players who didn't die. So that way you can also keep the map flowing. Outside of that, pretty much just if you follow the adding detail tutorials, I think I've got like 5 videos on just how to add detail. If you take that and you just adapt the colored trim into it, then you can easily take your skills in adding detail to, normal maps like single player or deathmatch, and you can take them to a whole new level by just adding in some red or blue to turn it into a capture the flag style map. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of my normal standards that I use in my maps, except I just modified them slightly. Like you saw in the one adding detail map, that I had a border around my room kind of like this. It wasn't flat, but in this case it is, and I just made it blue to be the trim. Now you can even do like how I do in those maps with the trim up like this, and you can make all these blue, and that looks really cool. I've done that before on some of my older CTF maps. But the bottom line is, the skills aren't hard to come by. It's pretty much just about practice, observing and adapting your own mapping abilities to, accommodate for other map types. If you can make a really good looking, single player or deathmatch map, there's no reason you can't make a capture the flag, because all you have to do is, as I said, just hurl in some red and blue in some other places where you normally would have maybe like a Tech gray or a Doom 1 style brown. So, just take this little bit with you, and if any of you make any capture the flag maps, by all means, please send them to me. Send me a private message with a download link, if not an email address that you can send it to me. And until next time,